welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So today's Tuesday, and I want to talk about making the impossible possible. Today I want to encourage you guys to go for the goal, to really don't doubt the outcome, to really just go and do what your heart desires. Go for it. Go for your dreams. Go for the goals. Start doing it. Start moving your life forward. Yesterday I was talking to a client, and this is something that comes up a lot with me when I'm giving consultations with people, and also comes up in my own life. Okay, that I'm always asked. Someone's always saying, like, do you really think it's possible? Do you really think I can reverse this health condition? Or do you really think I can lose this weight? Or can I really be happy? And these things come up all the time. And I mean, we're all asking ourselves these things, like anyone that decides one day they wake up and they decide, okay, I'm going to get onto a new healthy lifestyle. And at some point or another, they're going to start to doubt. They might, they're moving forward and they're doing so well, and then that little voice in the head starts questioning, like, do you really think it's possible? And a lot of times that can actually create a lot of setbacks for people. And in all, it just limits people. It limits you. The moment you start giving into these thoughts and you start entertaining them, it's like the moment everything just stops. Everything that you've worked hard for just stops. And it can be thrown out the window if you give in to that voice and listen to it. I don't think we can necessarily get rid of the voice that doubts things and that questions things and makes us feel insecure about what we're doing, but we can not listen to it. You can move forward despite the doubt. It's all right, and it's completely natural to have the doubt, but don't let it hold you back. You gotta go for the gold, okay? You cannot ever give in to what I call the dark forces, because it's not worth it. It's your life, and your life is precious, and anything is possible. I don't know if I know at some point I've talked about this, about my own experience of years ago. This was now when I was 21, so this is a good 13 years ago. It was right after my 21st birthday, and I was in my last semester in university. And I was living on my own in Chicago, and I had a lot of problems with a hip. I had a lot of pain in my hip, and I was seeing a lot of doctors and, running around getting one diagnosis after the other. No one can figure out what was wrong with me, and I was in excruciating pain and just difficult to walk and just a lot of problems with it. And I finally went and had an MRI done, and it was just a few days after my 21st birthday, right before starting school. I get a call from an orthopedic surgeon that told me that I had a bone disease in my hip and that I wasn't to walk. And he told me that I could not, from that moment on, for at least a year, I could not walk. And that I'd be lucky if I'd be able to walk again. And the best case scenario would be maybe a year from then or 2 years from then, I would eventually get a hip replacement. But I was not to walk because at any moment, my entire hip can fall apart, okay? I was 21 years old, just turned 21, living in the United States, living, finishing up university, the whole 9 yards, and this is the news I got, okay? And I mean, terrible. And the amazing thing is that the moment I got the news, and it was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to hear that I had, an inflammation or something in my hip, not that I had a rare bone disease. And the amazing thing is that at that moment I called my best friend. And my best friend turned around to me and said, "Congratulations, Natasha. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. This is going to be a golden memory because you're going to turn it around." And you know what? That's exactly what I did. I hobbled around in crutches and figured out the whole scenario. And within a few months, I was able to reverse it. And I had another MRI and everything was gone, and I was able to walk again. And to this day, I'm fine and I have no pain, nothing. okay? But I could have turned around at that moment and said, I give up. You know, because the one thing about that scenario is that I had sort of like the happy camp on one side that was like, you can do it. We're rooting for you and we're going to support you and you're going to do it. You're going to change this. You're going to make the impossible possible. And then I had like kind of the negative camp on the other side that was like, go home, go back to Canada, drop out of school, go and live with your parents and stay in bed for the next year. And hopefully things will get better. and I didn't give in to the negative camp, and I decided that, you know, no one knew what was going to happen, okay? At any moment my hip could fall apart, but I decided to move forward and to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to stay in school, I wanted to graduate, I wanted to live in Chicago at that time. Like, I didn't want anything to come in the way of my happiness. And I changed things, you know, within a few months I was in perfect health. So that's my own little story, my experience, but these things happen all the time. We hear so many stories of the so-called miracles, but you know what? Are they really miracles, or is it just you deciding what your reality is going to be? You know, and you deciding what's going to limit you and what's going to take you forward. You decide what's impossible and what's possible. It's all up to you. Everything. No one decides, no one has control over your life. It's all in your hands. And that's amazing. You know how liberating it is to know that your whole life, all your good fortune, it's all in your hands and you can create it at any moment you want to. So on that note, I'm wishing you guys the most fabulous day. And I do want to remind you that next week, it's in less than a week, March 1st is Monday. We're starting another 10-day juice fast. And I have to say, these monthly juice fasts have been fantastic. Every month we got like new people coming in. We even get some people that come every single month. Like, I do want to mention, there's one woman named Avril that's been coming for the past 2 months, and she's signed up for March as well. This will be 3 months. And she's lost 16 pounds. She's kept it off. Every month she's been joining us for the juice fast. She loses a few pounds there. And then she continues on having a high raw diet, healthy food. And then she joins us for the next juice fast. And this is helping her to lose the weight, keep it off, feeling fabulous. And really she's dealing with a lot of her getting rid of those food addictions, everything. And, you know, it's just so exciting. You know, it's like, because with her, I know by the summertime, she's going to have the body she wants and she's going to reach her goal weight, which is fabulous. And so, I don't know, it's things like that, meeting people like that, it's so encouraging. And so I encourage everyone to join us for the juice fast. People that have never done any fasting at all are completely welcome. This is perfect because pretty much we've got an online forum, and I do specific videos for the fast. So for 10 days, every single day, I do about 25 to 40-minute videos every single day explaining juice fasting and detoxification and natural skincare and all sorts of stuff. And so that helps to motivate you and educate you and give you the information you need. And plus, I'm also on the forum to answer any questions, give support, and just meeting all the other juice fasters from all over the world. It's quite something. It's really special, and it just really helps to keep motivated. And that's why it's great for beginners and also experienced fasters as well. You know, just having that support, and even just having like the online forum as a distraction. So you're not thinking about the food, but you're juicing and you got people to talk to that are going through the same thing you are. So, and it's March 1st. We're finally ending winter. So this is spring cleaning time. We got to start that up. And so we can get ready to have a glowing and radiant summer. So go to my website at www.rawradianthealth.com, click on juice fasting and sign up today. I'm wishing you guys fabulous day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.